Alright, so we're going to start today by talking about goals. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Why is it important that we have goals in life? How do goals help us in life? Why do we need to make them? Jeff?
It gives us a direction to move.
Gives us a direction to move in. So if we don't have a goal, are we going to be moving?
Probably backward.
Probably backward.
Circles. Yeah. We moved in circles when we're lost.
Circles. Right.
And in order to get somewhere, you've got to have a goal, a peak. And I'm going there. And that's the way you get there.
Right. Does anyone have an example from your life of a time where you set a goal and where you've actually met that goal and you've been successful at getting there?
I set a goal to sign up for this.
Okay.
I'm successful.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. So that's why we're all here today. We all set that goal. There's nothing, for a musician, there's no goal better than a performance. You know that on September 25th, you're going to have to play your guitar in front of somebody. That kind of all of a sudden gives you some motivation to practice and to start preparing for that. So a lot of times if you don't have those kind of goals, then you're not going to work as hard. Or you might still work, but you're not going to be as focused when you do because you're not preparing for something. So it's important to make those goals. Okay? So now it's time for us to play guitar. Isn't that why we're here? Play guitar today? We are here to play guitar. What I'm going to talk about right now with our guitar playing is I'm going to talk about something that I learned kind of later on that I wish I had known a very long time ago. You see guitar players and they're playing, they're moving their hands all over the place, making these awesome sounds, and you're like, how do they do that? How do we actually get to be able to do that? And I'm going to talk about today, what I'm going to talk about is training your hands to be able to do that so that there's less thinking and more playing coming out of the guitar. On the riffs page, I wrote out some riffs for you. And go ahead and pull it out if you want. See if you can figure out how to play them. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to need a volunteer to come down. Actually, a couple of volunteers and maybe jam a little bit on some of these riffs. No, you're So we got the first rock riff. why would I want to play it all over the place like that?
So you can play it in any key.
So I can play it in any key, right? How many keys exist in music? There are 12 keys. How many keys? I wish I did. Guess how many frets you have on your guitar? Oh, you have a lot. Actually, we all have different frets. Don't guess that. But we all have 2 dots on our fretboard, right? From our first fret to the one with 2 dots, that's 12, right? We call that an octave. Each one of these different frets is a key. We have the key of F, the key of F sharp, the key of G, the key of G sharp, the key of A, the key of A sharp, the key of B, which is what this riff was in, the key of B. So playing it in the 7th fret will work good as long as my song is in the key of B, right? But what if it was in the key of G? Then I would also need to be able to put it down there, right? Does anybody recognize this riff, by the way?
Is it off of the Hotel California?
Got it, man. Wow. We have a little guitar player in the room, guys. Knows the keys, knows the solos. Eventually that brought me to this riff, and guess what I decided when I got there? I decided I like that riff. I like that riff so much that I'm going to try and use it all the time in anything I play. So for me to do that, I have to do the circle of 4s. Okay, I need some volunteers, 3 people. Who would like to come down and play some guitar? We're going to have a guitar jam right here in front of everybody. Down for jam is 1, 2, 3. Come on down, guys. 1 second. Start with Mike first.
Young men or you?
I hope we're all happy. I'm having a blast. Hopefully they're happy.